stupid llamas!
Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 haunted places in the world. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. If you enjoy visiting strange places and are fascinated by ghosts, don't miss out on these frightening locations from around the world. These locations are guaranteed to send shivers down your spine. If you're lucky, you might even witness otherworldly events here. It is not recommended for the faint of heart. Number 1. Banff Springs Hotel, Alberta, Canada. What exactly is it? The Banff Springs Hotel, which opened 125 years ago, was and continues to be a luxury stop for Canadian rail passengers. The castle in the Rockies, which is now part of the Fairmont Hotel brand, has become an iconic landmark in the region's magnificent scenery. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? Guests have described seeing a bride tumble down the staircase and break her neck when her dress caught fire. The ghost of former bellman Sam Macaulay is possibly the oddest of them. When guests go to tip him, he has been seen assisting them to their room, unlocking the door, turning on the lights, and then disappearing. The ghosts are free and the rooms start at around $440 Canadian dollars. Number 2. Bhangra Fort, Rajasthan, India. What exactly is it? The ruins of Raja Bhagwant Singh's Fort City, built in 1573 AD. The fort, which formerly housed royal palaces, huge temples, bazaars, and villas, is now an archaeological site known as the House of Ghosts. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? A long time ago, a magical priest fell in love with the ruler's daughter, Ratnavati, a lovely princess. But his love was unrequited, so he used her perfume to construct a love spell. When Ratnavati realized what had happened, she flung the perfume bottle at him, which exploded into a boulder and crushed him. He cursed the princess, her family, and the entire hamlet before he died. Bhangra Fort is one of India's most haunted locales, considered to be perpetually condemned to desolation and inhabited by spirits. You might also be interested in Asia's most unusual hotels. Number 3. The Island of Dolls, Xochimilco, Mexico. What exactly is it? A small island south of Mexico City encircled by the Xochimilco canals. The island was never meant to be a tourist destination, but it is named after a young girl who died there under mysterious circumstances. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? The macabre site, also known as Isla de las Muñecas, or Island of the Dolls, is home to hundreds of headless dolls. But how did they get there in the first place? A drowned girl is believed to have been discovered in the canal by the island's keeper. He discovered a floating plastic doll shortly after locating her and hung it in a tree as a symbol of respect. For years, he hung more and more dolls to appease the spirit of the little girl. Residents have seen possessed dolls move their heads, open their eyes, and even whisper to one another. What began as a harmless gesture has evolved into one of Mexico's most terrifying attractions. Number 4. Château de Brissac, Loire Valley, France. What exactly is it? Château de Brissac is the highest castle in France, with 7 majestic levels, 204 rooms, and its own private opera house seating 200 people. It was originally erected as a stronghold in the 11th century. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? The giant of the Loire Valley, which has been home to the Cossé-Brissac family for 5 centuries, has hosted many noteworthy visitors throughout the years, including King Charles VII. La Dame Verte is one of the more unusual visitors, Green Lady. Her spectral form is frequently seen in the chapel's tower room, where she was murdered by her husband after being caught having an affair. When she's not scaring visitors, her screeching can be heard, reverberating around the castle, with sockets for eyes and a snout. On Trafalgar's Best of France, you can learn more about the Loire Valley. Number 5. Hill of Crosses, Šiauliai, Lithuania. What exactly is it? On a little hill in Šiauliai, North Lithuania, there are approximately 200,000 wooden crosses. The Hill of Crosses began as a revolt against the Russian revolt in 1831. Soviet Russia outlawed religion, and the hill was destroyed twice under the occupation. Following Lithuania's independence in 1991, it became a popular pilgrimage destination for many Christians. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? Take a peek at it. Number 6. Hanging Coffins, Sagada, Philippines. What exactly is it? The Igorot tribe of Mountain Province in northern Philippines has an old burial custom. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? Coffins are either fixed or attached to the sides of cliffs, as part of a burial rite designed to bring the departed closer to heaven. Because the corpse is buried in the fetal position, each coffin is barely a meter long, honoring the Igorot concept that people should depart the world in the same condition as they entered it. Even more gruesome, savages from other tribes used to hunt for heads and bring them home as trophies. The dead were essentially buried far up so that no one could access them. If that isn't a haunted attraction, we don't know what is. Number 7. The Castle of Good Hope, Cape Town, South Africa. What exactly is it? The Castle of Good Hope, built by Dutch colonists in the 17th century, is South Africa's oldest structure, and was originally the site of many government operations. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? The fortress has seen some horrific punishments and executions over the years, leading to numerous stories of ghost sightings. The most renowned of these is the Lady in Grey, a female apparition who has been seen racing through the castle and screaming uncontrollably. She hasn't been seen since a woman's body was discovered during digs. South Africa's most haunted castle now has 3 outstanding museums and a cafe, making it well worth a visit. Number 8. Bran Castle, Transylvania, Romania. What exactly is it? Because of Bram Stoker's scary novel, this majestic 14th century castle is a national landmark with a terrifying reputation. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? The only castle in Transylvania that fulfills the description from Bram Stoker's gothic horror novel Dracula is Bran Castle. The plot concerns Count Dracula of Transylvania, a blood-sucking vampire, and his battle with vampire hunter Van Helsing. According to legend, wicked spirits known as Strigoi act normally during the day, but their souls leave their bodies at night to harass villagers as they sleep. Number 9. The Tower of London, London, United Kingdom. What exactly is it? The castle, fortress, and World Heritage Site, which was built in 1097, has witnessed almost 900 years of history. The Tower of London is one of the most haunted places in the UK, with regal kings and tormented inmates. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? With such a long and illustrious history, it's no surprise that the Tower of London has a few grisly tales to tell. There have been numerous paranormal sightings through the years, the most famous of which being Anne Boleyn, the wife of the terrible King Henry VIII. Her decapitated body has been sighted roaming the tower, since she was beheaded by the king in 1536. The tower's guardians, 6 terrifying ravens, are more than just a resting place for the dead. Number 10. Door to Hell, Karakum Desert, Turkmenistan. What exactly is it? In the Karakum Desert, there is a massive gas field, the size of an American football field. What makes it such a creepy location to visit? The blazing crater known as the Door to Hell may readily be mistaken for the entrance to the underworld. In 1971, a Soviet drilling rig collided with a vast subsurface natural gas cavern, forming the crater. The hole was ignited to avoid an environmental disaster, resulting in hazardous vapors being spewed into the air. The pit is still smoldering after more than 40 years. For an out-of-this-world experience, camp under the stars and marvel at the crater's infernal glow. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.